What is going on, everybody? How are we all doing? And welcome back today to another instalment of the Rotation Road to Glory on FIFA 18. The first thing I need to say today is apologies for no videos over the weekend. If you follow me on Twitter, you will be aware my Elgato basically broke. Had to pick up a new one which came yesterday, so we're going to be back on the usual upload schedule again this week and we'll be kicking off, like you can see right now, obviously, if you've clicked on this video, with some Road to Glory action. And there's going to be a lot of mixed stuff in today's Road to Glory. You're going to be seeing at first the stuff in the background now, which is going to be SBCs that we've been doing, little SBCs, parts of the league ones that reward you with good packs, whether it's the marquee matchups. I can't remember exactly what's going on as far as the packs go, but there's some good pulls. We've got 2 walkouts coming in today's episode, so hopefully you do all enjoy it. If you do, make sure to leave a big thumbs up on the video, always massively appreciated, and don't forget to click that subscribe button if you are new to the channel. But there's a few things that I need to talk about that you won't even see in today's video, stuff that's happened over the weekend when I was playing on the account that obviously I just couldn't record because I didn't have an Elgato. Now, to begin with, we actually ended up qualifying for FUT Champions, and I'm recording this on Monday. FUT Champions is still going on. I don't think I'm going to be playing any more games, but you'll see towards the end of the video how we got on. We also managed to hit Elite 1 in squad battles. That's something you're going to be seeing in today's video again. The rewards, I've already opened them, and we get an absolutely amazing walkout, so be sure to stay tuned for that. But yeah, it's just been an amazing week. We have been risking it to a certain extent, I think, on FIFA, in my opinion. You've got to speculate to accumulate, and I've been looking on FUTBin at the SBCs where, for example, you might get like a 45k pack, but it only costs 20k to do. I've been doing stuff like that, sort of hoping that the pack luck can outweigh the coins that we put into the pack, and for the most part it has. We've made a lot of coins, and you're going to see some of those pulls. I bet you're going to see all of those pulls, obviously, today. So it's been a very good week because, like I said, we got that going on. We've been doing good in packs. You can see the best one so far in the background there is Glick, which is an 85 rated player. It doesn't seem amazing, but he's actually, at the time, it felt like 8k because of the Icon SBCs. We did incredibly well in FUT Champions, as you'll see at the end, and of course, like I've already mentioned, we hit Elite 1 squad battles. Now, I spoke last time out about the Bundesliga sort of Serie A team and how much I was enjoying it, and I've got to say again, it's been the favourite team that I've used so far by a country mile this year on Ultimate Team. Absolutely adored using it, as you'll see now. First huge walkout in the background there. Thibaut Courtois from a 2-player upgrade pack, just from doing the bronzes over to golds. Incredible pull. My lucky nose this year has been sensational. We've pulled Courtois today, we've pulled Nainggolan, we've pulled loads of players that are sort of in the 84 to 85 rating. So loving doing those, and I'll be doing some more next week, assuming that these basically what I'll do is, at this stage, I'll keep all the non-rares that we packed, and then I'll make sure that they don't need them in the marquee matchups. Assuming that we don't need them, then I use them in the upgrades. You're also seeing now in the background a single player draft. I did this because I wanted to experiment, basically. I knew it was going to be easy. I was watching the Milan derby, the Inter Milan AC Milan derby, and I thought, while I'm doing that in the background, let's do a single player draft, put it on beginner, and just see what the rewards are, see if it's worth doing. It turns out we actually put together a really nice Prem team with Inform Aguero, De Bruyne was in there as well. We had Lacazette, so a very nice team. We won the draft, obviously comfortable. It was on beginner, and the 2 packs that we got weren't great. I was actually quite disappointed. I know sometimes apparently you can get 50k packs when you win the single player draft, but the packs we got were dreadful. But thankfully, the pack luck came through, and this is what I mean. Like, our pack luck on this account right now has actually been really solid. I mean, the 2 packs there, you don't realistically expect to get anything good from, and we're looking just to make our money back. We needed about 14k out of the 2 packs, taking away the coins that we got from, of course, winning the games. We got about 400 coins a game. We don't actually get a board player, but thankfully, we get one of these players. It's not a ball player, but it's worth quite a bit of money, and that is the Italian right-back from Roma, Alessandro Florenzi, who got me around 22k, so that paid for the draft, and we managed to make some profit on it, which was absolutely awesome. But yeah, going back a few seconds, I was talking about the Bundesliga team and how much I love it. I mean, Timo Werner, you'll see his record in a second. He's been absolutely, I mean, I spoke about how good he was before. He's still my favourite striker on the game I've used. Nearly scored 100 goals for the club now. He's just been absolutely sensational. The one to watch, Yarmolenko, as well, has been quality. And yeah, the team in general has just been amazing. And it's a question with the coins that we get from today's you know, rewards and the rewards from FUT Champions to come on Thursday, how we're going to upgrade that team without ruining it, because I don't want to take out players that have performed really well for me, but at the same time, there is room to grow with that team, which is really exciting. You can see the second pack there in the background. It's not a board player again. This one's actually a pretty poor pack. You can see we actually get, who is it? I can't even remember. It's the goalkeeper from Real Madrid. Unfortunately, not Keylor Navas. It is just Casilla. So, not a great pull that time, but to be fair, we'd already got what's his face in the first pack, Florenzi. So, you know what? I was not going to complain. We made our money back from the draft, and when you're doing the draft, that's all you can ask to do, especially as it's a single player one. And yeah, obviously the packs weren't great, so I was very, very pleased with that. Very, very pleased indeed. But it's something that I wouldn't recommend. Like I said, the packs were dreadful. I think I just got quite lucky there to be able to pay back the cost of the draft. But we're now going to be moving on into a few more things that we managed to accomplish. You're going to see another SBC that we're completing here. This is the 45k one, I believe, that I was speaking about earlier on. Now, if you go onto Footbin, you can actually look at how much an SBC costs, and actually, if you don't know who G's a Legend is, he's someone that does YouTube, does a lot of trading stuff, and he's on Twitter. He actually did a nice little grid, which agreed to laying out some of the SBCs that are quite cheap to do and you get good packs for, so I'd recommend following him on Twitter. I'll put his link in the description so you can see sort of what SBCs are easy to do, and you might get like a 25k pack or a 25 or like a 45k pack. And the Porto, it's always a risk, obviously, because you're going to be spending 10-15k and you're hoping to make your money back. And the Porto one, I think this is the Porto one that you're seeing in the background right now, it is. This cost me 21,000 coins to do, so it wasn't a cheap one by any stretch of the imagination. I didn't have any of the players already in the club, but you got a 45k pack for it, so obviously that completely depends. It's a Prong God Players pack, how your luck is, and if you're going to be able to get your money back, which thankfully, like I've already mentioned earlier on, we did manage to do. You'll see in just a second. But I would recommend, like I say, looking at stuff like the G's the Legenders are put out there, looking at stuff on Footbin. You can go on there, go on the SBCs, look how much they cost, look at the pack that you receive for doing it, and then you can figure out in your mind what position that you're in to do it. I mean, we're in a good position in this account where I feel like we're quite comfortable with coins. We've got a great team already, so I feel comfortable risking putting in like 21k there or 15k on a draft. And you know, if you don't come out on top, that's, you know, it could happen. It's quite likely that that will happen, but it's a measured risk. You get a good pack for it. Well, you should get a pack, the ones that you're doing that are you know, better than the value of the coins that you're putting in. You can see we open up the pack. You're going to see that it is a board player, and at first I was actually very disappointed because you see the boards pop out. You see it's a Bosnian flag, and I actually thought we got Edin Dzeko, which isn't a player that's worth a lot, but it's actually Miralem Pjanic, the Juventus central midfielder, and he went for about 36k if I remember correctly. So again, it cost us 21k to do it. We get a load of players as well, plus the value of Pjanic. So again, that more than paid for that SBC, which is absolutely fantastic. But that is going to end this section of the video, lads. Now we're going to be moving forward to the point where we're opening up our Squad Battles rewards. So I'm going to transition over to that and, yeah, speak to you in a second. So here we go then, guys. You're now completely up to date with everything that's gone. And even though there's been a lot of missing footage due to the Elgato problem that I had, like I mentioned at the start of the video, we're going to claim our Squad Battles rewards. But before we do that, I'm going to quickly show the two squads that we're using and the trade pile. So we're still using this incredible Bundesliga team. I absolutely love it. And fair play to Golan. He's the first player that we've had this year to go over 100 appearances, 104. And Timo Werner is 1 goal shy of the 100 club. We're the first player to hit 100 goals for us this year as well, which is absolutely amazing. And then the second team is it's a bit of a strange one because they're starting it out as a 4-1-2-1-2 wide, but as soon as I get into a game, so I only use this in squad battles, I change formation to a 4-1-2-1-2 narrow. I'll put Poyet at cam, and it's a solid team. So with the coins that we get today, I'm undecided whether I'm going to try and build a better second team, or perhaps maybe make some upgrades in our Bundesliga team that I love so much. Potentially we could upgrade our centre-backs, potentially we could get in David Alaba instead of Schmelzer. I've not fully decided yet. But you can see we're sitting on 54,000 coins at the moment. We've sold a load of stuff over the last few days. Some of the stuff that we've packed that you'll have seen in today's video. Some stuff from the bronze pack method. Some stuff from the previous team that we're using. Most of these players we made profit on. But yeah, I'm not fully decided what we're going to spend the coins on. If we're going to buy players at all, or if we're going to store it up. So it's going to be interesting to see what we get. Of course, our Squad Battles rewards. In fact, before I show you the Squad Battles rewards, Foot Champions still going on, of course. I'm recording this on Monday. Got extended to Monday. We've done incredibly well. We've played 14 games, won 11 of them, but I don't think I'm going to play any more than that. I mentioned it during the video. Hopefully I will have mentioned it. I've not actually recorded that part yet, but I want to get a balance where I'm mainly doing squad battles, so we're getting the guaranteed 40k in a couple of packs, but also getting a bit of Foot Champs just to top up how many coins we're getting every week, and the packs as well. So we get another 15k at the moment, which we'll get on Thursday, of course, as well as a couple of packs as well. But 11 from 14, very pleased about that. But hopefully, I was about to say, we can actually get something good from our Squad Battles rewards. Elite 1, again, pretty comfortable in that regard, but we've only had one board from the last 2 weeks of doing it. So from 4 mega packs so far, we've only had Bas Dost as a board player, and our only pull, actually, you can see there as well, the new didn't know that the new feature squad is Alexander Lacazette. What's he got in his squad? Anything exciting? I've got Henry up front, which is pretty mad, and Ronaldinho, but no 99 Lacazette, which is quite strange. Normally the players have got their own version of their cards, obviously that's 99, but hopefully we can get some coins here. You can see we're now on 94,000 coins. It'll take us over 100 when we get our Foot Champions reward, assuming we haven't spent it at that point by then. But hopefully we can just get a board Hopefully it can be better than Bastos. Fingers crossed. Gabriel Jesus is someone else consider. We get aboard. First pack, get in. I was considering getting Jesus into our second team. Who's this going to be? It's going to be... Is that James? James Rodriguez. That is a fantastic pull. 86 rated. Fits straight into our Bundesliga team as well, potentially. I don't know how much he goes for, but that is an absolutely outstanding pull. 86 rated James Rodriguez. Anything else in the pack? I can't believe that. We get Cthulhu as well. Nothing else exciting in the pack, but James Rodriguez, by far the best pull we've had so far this year from squad battles. Oh my lord. Okay, it's not quite 105k, but we're talking 80k, 70k at least. I might even try him out, you know, in our Bundesliga team instead of Muller. Muller's been fantastic for us, but what a pull that is. No matter what we get now in our other pack, I don't really mind, because that is just an outrageous pull from a mega pack, especially considering how poor our luck's been so far. So very, very happy with that. Can we get another board to end this video on? Please let it be another board. I don't expect it to be as good as James, but if it is, that'd be nice. No board this time, unfortunately. Can we get someone like a Jesus to top us up? A Sane, maybe? It's going to be Turkish, which isn't great. It's going to be Arda Turan. Not a bad-looking card by any stretch of the imagination, but not quite to the same levels of James, unfortunately. Is there anything else in this pack at all? We are going to get ourselves a Felipe Anderson. We get ourselves a Wilfried Zaha, who's probably going to be informed this week, actually. Vallejo. We get ourselves a Costa, Ramsey. All these players that we'll probably keep for now, just in case they pop up in the marquee matchups, and then we'll end up selling them on, or perhaps even using them in the two-player upgrade packs. But I'm absolutely over the moon with that. James Rodriguez, no complaints from me whatsoever. We're going to be sitting on a lot of coins. Now we've just got to decide what to do with them. Because like I say, in theory, James Rodriguez fits right into our team here in his cam position. Would he work? I don't think he'd work, actually, because Werner wouldn't get full chem, but it's still something that I would like to try out, and I think we'll probably all try him out at some point instead of Muller before we set him on, but a fantastic pull, and what an incredible way to end off this episode. So, like I said at the very beginning, lads, if you did enjoy it, oh, didn't mean to click that, if you did enjoy the video, as always, make sure to leave a big thumbs up on it if you did enjoy, subscribe to the channel if you are new, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Nidge out.